It's open a 3-game series against the Seattle Mariners. Sean Manaea will be on the mound for the Mets tonight. Mets need more from Sean.
We need a successful series here, and so does Manaea against the Seattle Mariners.
Randy Rosarena leads off. He's led off all 12 games in August. The Mariners 9-3 in those 12 games. And there's a line drive base hit up the middle. Nice start for Randy and the Mariners.
So 1 on and 1 away.
Here is Julio Rodriguez. No avoiding the fact that he's a second-half player, and it's the second half.
There's a line drive left field. That's down and extra bases. Randy to third. He's being waved home. Julio in with a double. The throw. He's cut off and no throw home. And the Mariners, 3 batters in, have a 1-0 lead.
This is a little sweeper, and this has been the difference for Julio. Yes, he's been smashing balls to right center field, inside out them. Drive that ball into left field. Good things happen.
So 5 pitches into the game, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Suarez picked up, of course, at the trade deadline.
And a good sweeper there by Manaea to strike out Suarez.
First strikeout for Manaea.
Well, we're underway here in New York. Mariners a run on a couple of base hits. We go to the bottom of the first. Castillo 8-6 with a 3.19 ERA, making his 25th start of the year.
Francisco has gotten hot since that bunt single on Tuesday night. He's 6 for his last 11.
Lindor hits one deep to left. Back goes to Rosarena to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Lindor with a leadoff home run to tie the game. Second straight night with a home run for Francisco, his 23rd of the year, and it's 1-1.
He fell behind 3-0, had to come with a fastball, and it's belt high away, and Lindor did not try to pull it. Got the skyscraper.
Just took out the giraffe. Giraffe's taken enough abuse this year. For Francisco Lindor, his 7th leadoff home run this season, which ties the Mets club record.
Mets have come right back to tie the game. 1 away. That'll bring up Brandon Nimmo.
Full count, and he gets Nimmo swinging on the corner. Strike 3, out number 2.
Pete Alonso.
He with 99 runs batted in, leading the major leagues, 1 more than Cal Raleigh and Kyle Schwarber.
And the 0-2 on the way to Alonso. Swing and a miss and a slider away. Strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. Couple of strikeouts for Luis. The home run by Lindor ties it. We go to the top half of the second.
Garber, who has killed the Mets when he's faced them in the past, gets the start. 34 career at-bats against the Mets. He's hitting .353 with 5 home runs.
Garber, big blast to left center field. Mullins going back. This one reaches the seats, and Mitch Garber leads off the second inning with his 7th home run. Mariners back in front 2-1.
Mitch Garber strikes again against the Mets. His 6th home run in 35 career at-bats against New York. And he's given the Mariners a 2-1 lead. It's always the guy who's the late addition to the lineup. Here's J.P. Crawford, and a swing and a miss at an up-and-in fastball. And so Manaea's got his 2nd strikeout.
The Mariners get a run to take the lead. We go to the bottom of the second. Mariners 2 and the Mets 1. And second baseman Jeff McNeil will lead things off.
That's pulled down the right field line, and McNeil's got another hit against Castillo. End zone bobbles it, and McNeil cruises into second base with a leadoff double. And now here's Mark Vientos. And he grounds one to third, so he does not advance the runner. Suarez throws out Vientos for the first out. So McNeil, after the leadoff double, still standing at second with 2 down. And now Francisco Alvarez, 1-2 coming. Up the middle, base hit for Alvarez. McNeil digs around third. He comes in to score, and we're tied again at 2-2. So Alvarez going up the middle with 2 strikes for a 2-out RBI, and we're back even. Now Ronnie Mauricio. Mauricio pulls one into right field for a base hit. Alvarez had to hold up. He'll turn second and go on to third. Ronnie Mauricio with a shot past Solano. The 3rd hit of the inning for the Mets.
So here's Lindor. Runners at the corners, 2 out.
2-2 to Lindor. And Francisco lines one into center field for a base hit, and the Mets take the lead. Alvarez comes in to score. 3 straight 2-out hits for New York, and the Mets have a 3-2 lead. And Lindor all of a sudden is getting raging hot. The Mets scored twice to take the lead, 3-2 after 2.
The Randy's aboard for the 2nd straight time, leading off the 3rd with a single. And that'll bring up this man, Cal Raleigh. Unbelievable season for a catcher. And there's a good head start. Cal Raleigh to left field. No doubter. Second deck. And there it goes. 46. Only 1 catcher has hit more home runs in a season than Cal Raleigh.
Put that front foot down and just lightning hands.
Even Mets fans got to celebrate that. They know what's going on. They know the kind of season Cal's having. Passes Johnny Bench. 2 behind Salvador Perez. Just like that, the Mariners back on top.
Here's Julio Rodriguez.
There's a good sweeper to strike out Rodriguez. Suarez. Good back foot sweeper to strike out Suarez for the second time. And Canzone goes down on the high fastball. 3 straight strikeouts from Minaya after Raleigh's home run puts the Mariners in front. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the bottom of the 4th. And Mauricio pokes that one into right field for a base hit. And Mauricio is 2 for 2. Francisco Lindor comes up for the 3rd time. Mauricio takes off. And Raleigh's throw close, but he's safe.
So now a runner in scoring position for Lindor.
Francisco hit his 23rd of the season. That was to tie the game in the bottom of the 1st. He goes deep here. The Mets will be back in front.
3-2 from Castillo. And he hits it in the air to deep right field. Back goes Canzone to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor with his 2nd home run of the night. Flips the Mets in front. From the depths of despair, Lindor is having a homestand to remember with the bat. A 2-home run night, and the Mets are in front 5-4. And now Soto swings and flies one deep right center field, back at the wall, and it's out of here. Lindor and Soto go back-to-back. Number 30 for Juan Soto. 3rd straight year that Soto's hit 30 or more home runs, the 4th time in his career. Have to break up the celebration to celebrate anew. 6-4 New York.
Big runner out there at second base. Mets lead by a couple 6-4, and that'll bring up Cole Young. Line drive into left center field for a base hit. Solano running third, being waved in. He's going to score. Cole Young comes through with 2 outs, and it's a 1-run ball game. I'm telling you, that little guy can swing the bat. To the top half of the 7th inning, and Cal Raleigh will lead things off. Cal Raleigh now batting from the left side. A home run from the right side back in the 3rd. And the other way for a base hit down the line. So Cal making the turn. He's going to head for second. Up with the ball is Nimmo in the corner. So Cal Raleigh with a leadoff double. That works just fine. And the Mariners have the tie and run aboard in scoring position. Here's Gino looking to tie the game with a base hit.
1 out.
Rip one right here. And he does. A line drive left field line in toward the corner. Here comes Cal Raleigh third. He'll score the tie and run. Gino in at second. With an RBI double, the Mariners have tied the game at 6-6, and we are going back and forth.
There's been a frequent occurrence of late. Leads disappear. Mets have blown a couple of leads tonight. Now Brooks Raley takes over with the go-ahead run at second and 1 out.
Up the middle, and this one is going to get into center field for a base hit. Gino racing around third, being waved in. He will score. Dom Canzone clapping his hands over at first base, and the Mariners have the lead 7-6 in this seesaw struggle all night long. Canzone comes through. Garver with a nice hit bat draws a walk, and the Mariners have 2 on with 1 away.
You know, there's been different times when the Mets have struggled that you could point to one place or point to another that might be slumping. Right now, it's kind of a team thing.
Solano 1 for 3. Well hit ball deep to left field down the line, and this one is off the top of the fence. Canzone will score. Garver to third. He's being stopped there. And Donovan Solano in at second base. He just missed a 3-run home run. And the Mariners now lead the Mets by a score of 8-6.
Second and third and the second out.
And Mendoza is, of course, going to stick with Raley here to face Cole Young.
It has been a wild night here in New York.
Ground ball down the line, fair. Past the bag at first and to the right field corner. Garver will score. Here comes Dylan Moore running third. He will score easily. The Mariners add on and now lead the Mets 10-6.
Nightmarish inning for the Mets. They give up 5. Seattle takes the lead.
10-6. Mariners with the lead. Cal Raleigh going to lead things off.
2-2. Fly ball right center field and deep. Going, and this one is off the fence. Cal heading for second, just missed number 47 on the year from the left side of the plate, and he leads off the top of the 8th inning like he led off the 7th with a double.
Rodriguez, an RBI double in the first, struck out his 3 subsequent at bats.
Drive deep into right field. Soto going back, and this one is off the base of the fence. Kicks away from Soto. Cal Raleigh running third. He will score. Julio on at second base with an RBI double, back-to-back doubles, and the Mariners add on and now lead the Mets 11-6.
Mariners tack one on the top of the 8th. They lead 11-6 at Citi Field.
You go to the bottom of the 8th. The Mariners now lead the Mets 11-6. And
Yeah, those are good instructions. Imagine, believe. Let's use some of that.
Jeff McNeil to lead off.
Flying to center field, a base hit from McNeil to get the Mets started in the 8th.
And with one away, Cedric Mullins will be the batter.
Drilled down the right field line by Mullins. That'll go to the wall. McNeil digging for third. He'll be stopped there. And Cedric Mullins snaps an 0 for 13 with a ringing double. So 2 in scoring position for Francisco Alvarez.
You blast here, you're back in the ball game.
And Alvarez launches this one deep right field. Back goes Canzone to the wall. It's out of here. Francisco Alvarez gets the Mets back in the game with a 3-run homer. And the Mets are back within 2. It's 11-9. Well, the Mets are not done yet on this night.
Nope.
We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Mariners lead the Mets 11-9. And their right-handed closer, Andres Munoz, takes over on the mound. Juan Soto to lead off.
Has to get on base any way he can to give the Mets a chance. 3-2 to Soto. And he swings and misses up the slider. And Munoz has a strikeout to start the bottom of the 9th.
So now it is Nimmo, who is 1 for 4.
And Brandon hits one weakly up the first baseline. Moore with the flip in time to get Nimmo. And the Mets are down to their final out of the night.
And now Pete will bat with 2 out, nobody on, just trying to get it to McNeil.
And Alonso lines one-on-one hop to the second baseman. Young, he makes the play, and the Mariners have taken the opening game of this series in a wild back-and-forth affair and hand the Mets their 14th loss in their last 16 games as Seattle wins it 11-9.